Hi, and congratulations on getting a spot on Dr. Kat's webinar. Make sure to mark your calendar and set a reminder for yourself so you don't forget the time and date. Also, Dr. Kat will be answering your questions during the webinar. Start thinking about what you would like her to answer for you during the webinar. Dr. Kat will do her best to get to everyone's questions. Finally, have something handy to take notes with because this is a live broadcast, so there isn't an archived recording that you can go back to. Now, I'd like to take a moment to talk to you about my particular area of expertise when it comes to autism. I'm a composer and pianist, and I've specifically researched the effect of different kinds of music on learning, mood, and relaxation. I've also researched how music helps children with autism and created autism programs that have been featured on the Dr. Phil show and have been used by tens of thousands of parents to date. I want to take a moment to talk to you about how you can use music to help your child thrive. You may be shocked to learn how children with autism are much more musically inclined than other children, and that you can use music to help your child with cognitive, behavioral, and communication skills. And because your child is naturally inclined to excel at music, it's not only effective, your child will likely have fun and thrive doing it. This presentation shares ways of using music proven to help children with autism with their cognitive, behavioral, social, and communication skills. Hi, I'm Gregory Palumbo. I'm a Juilliard School graduate, a concert pianist, composer, sound engineer. I've extensively researched the effect that music has on cognitive, behavioral, social, and communication skills of children with autism. Today, I'm going to share with you the latest research on how you can use music to help your child with autism with their cognitive, behavioral, social, and communication skills. And more importantly, you'll see a breakthrough music intervention that uses a specific kind of music that's been shown in studies to improve cognitive, behavioral, social, and communication potential and sensory motor function. If you begin using this unique musical intervention with your child starting today, you can expect to see your child able to better control their arousal levels, which may seem hard to believe for some parents, but that's exactly what other parents just like you have experienced. But when you understand how it works, it's not so hard to believe. So just keep watching. You'll also see how this music intervention allows you to spend enjoyable time with your child and still be helping them to develop their cognitive, behavioral, social, and communication skills to their maximum potential. Plus, you're also going to learn what kinds of music are not good to use with your child. Now, I know you've heard and tried a lot of things when it comes to helping your child. Yet I promise you, this is different in some very, very important details. And I think you're going to be amazed to know that using music like this in this way has a positive and significant effect on almost 100% of children who use it. That's according to scientific studies. Just be sure to watch this brand new presentation right now while it's still available free of charge. Before we go any further, I want to assure you that this is not a magic pill solution. This is different than what you usually hear from music therapists, and I really believe you'll find it very useful and very effective. First, a little bit about me. Over the last 20 years, the methods I've researched and developed have made their way to almost every effective health and wellness program that uses audio and music. I discovered these musical health and wellness interventions while I was studying piano and composition at the Juilliard School in New York City. Juilliard is a school for music and the arts that's considered one of the leading schools in the world. I was doing extensive research on the effect different musical elements had on creating specific mental and emotional states. When I discovered a specific method of using music to train the brain to be more calm and organized, a method that also turned out to be especially useful in significantly helping children with autism develop their cognitive, behavioral, social, and communication skills, which is what I'm going to be sharing with you in just a few moments. First, you should know what is possible. So here's the story of Sean. Sean was diagnosed with autism at 4 years old. By seven, he was still not having conversations with others. He was isolated from members of his own family because he could not communicate. Then his parents started using the music interventions I'm about to show you. After less than a year, Sean was able to have conversations and had developed so much using music interventions that his parents stopped some of these other therapies in favor of using more music. Sean's development of cognitive, social, behavioral, and communication skills have allowed him to be seen by others as the loving and amazing little boy his family knew him to be. Now, listen closely and stay with me for what I'm about to share, because this is the most important part of this presentation. First, children with autism are more than 95% more likely than others to excel at music, to have perfect pitch, and the ability to remember melodies. Second, there is one master musical element that has the most profound and immediate effect on the mind, emotion, and body. This element that controls 100% of the pace of your mind and body is tempo. You may not know how tempo works, so let me quickly explain that. Tempo is the speed or pace of the music. You might call it the beat. And a little known fact is that your brain's inner tempo will synchronize to the tempo of the music that you hear. It just naturally happens. Now, the very basics you need to know is this: faster tempos cause people to be more aroused and focused. Slower tempos cause people to be more relaxed and unfocused. Those are the basics. Now, get ready for some surprising facts regarding autism and tempo. You see, you can use music with specific tempos to get your child to either improve their focus or calm down. So, here is the method that works very, very well. It is a combination of my work and the work of noted psychologist and autism expert Dr. Frank Lawless. Dr. Lawless and I call it progressive complexity. You start with the simplest primal beat possible, and that is start by playing your child the sound of a heartbeat. You see, the heartbeat is what we hear and feel while in the womb, our earliest experiences. It is nurturing, it is simple. It will help make your child feel safe and secure, grounded. Next, add a small degree of complexity to the beat. Just add a little more rhythm. Finally, keep adding complexity until the drumming is more free form. Now, optimally, you should have 5 or 6 CDs of drumming, each with its own progressive level of complexity. And one CD, of course, would be just the heartbeat. The next would be the beat with a little rhythm, and on and on. A little more complex with each CD. Start by playing the heartbeat CD for your child. Let them drum along with it if they want. You can tap the beat as well if it helps them to model you. Work with the heartbeat for a few minutes, then put in the next CD for a few minutes. Go through each CD until you get to the most complex rhythm CD. How long to use each CD? That's really up to the child. How long are they engaged? And then you do want to move forward. Work with your child daily with the CDs. Go at their own pace. That's the method. Dr. Lawless has been using this specific method in his neuroplasticity clinic successfully for years to help children with autism for behavioral, cognitive, and communication development. Pardon me. It works for most children. And the best part is that there is no negative side effects to music. That's the great news. However, the bad news is that it may be hard to know what music to use and exactly how to use it, where you're going to get the heartbeat, the added complexity. And this all means that most parents don't end up using music purposefully and as consistently as they should. So your child doesn't get the benefit because it has to be purposeful, it has to be consistent. Yeah, this is where it gets real interesting. Recall the good news researchers discovered. Children with autism are 95% more likely to excel at music than other children. This means that your child has much more advanced potential to successfully use music therapeutically. It's just likely mostly untapped at this point. Yet, Dr. Lawless and I created a solution for your child that empowers them by using their natural musical ability to achieve their maximum potential. That uses rhythm to trigger your child's brain to improve communication, behavioral, and cognitive functions. This means less frequent and severe meltdowns and tantrums. Can you imagine how much easier it is to help your child grow and thrive when they aren't at the mercy of tantrums, meltdowns, and mood swings? Can you picture your child having longer periods of joy and emotional connection, more engaged in the world? Well, using music purposefully can help you accomplish that. And just like Sean's parents got music to work for them, you can too. You can use the solution that Dr. Lawless and I created to take the guesswork out of what music, tempos, and rhythms work best. I know that's a little complicated to figure out. This program we created is called Brain Rhythms. Brain Rhythms consists of simple musical programs that help your child unleash their maximum mental and physical potential. These techniques transformed Sean and now many other children who have experienced the same results. Again, these are the exact programs Dr. Lawless uses with his clients at his neuroplasticity clinic who pay thousands of dollars. Those same programs are now available to you, a system that's specifically designed to help your child develop their cognitive, behavioral, social, and communication skills. I'd like to introduce you to what is the culmination of many years of research and that real world application and success. It's called Embracing Autism's Brain Rhythms audio programs. Okay. The brain rhythms is the only system designed to use rhythm and tempo to control arousal levels and bring out the true potential of your child using something that they naturally excel at and enjoy. Brain rhythms will work for your child even if they have great difficulty speaking and communicating, if they're aggressive, prone to tantrums, if they're isolated and withdrawn, if they're on any part of the spectrum, or even if you think you've tried everything, this may work for you. Now, let me tell you what brain rhythms is not so you know what you're about to experience. This is not a conventional music therapy program that you've already tried. It's not a magic pill or gimmick that has no science to back it up. It's not a temporary solution that has no long term benefit. This has long term benefit. Now, traditional music therapy is great and should still be used, yet it's time for a solution that works yet a different way, a way that will reinforce anything else you're doing for your child. When your child is able to better control their moods, tantrums, and anxiety by using the brain rhythm programs that Dr. Lawless has used successfully with thousands of children just like yours, you can expect even better results from your other interventions. Fewer tantrums and meltdowns, less aggression and anxiety, significantly better communication and socialization skills, and improvement in cognition and behavior, all while they're enjoying themselves doing it. That's the best part. Your child's tantrums decrease and they develop more advanced skills for coping with day to day life. Again, the Brain Rhythms programs makes it easy for you. It's an extremely easy to follow system that shows you exactly what to do step by step to help your child get maximum benefit from the program. Once you're logged in, you download the programs, you burn them to CD or transfer them for them to your MP3 player, and you can start using them with your child immediately right now today. You'll also learn helpful tips that use music, like one tempo. It's a specific tempo that levels your mood. It'll do so nearly every time. It's remarkable. And if you sense your child is starting to melt down, you can often avert that meltdown just by introducing that beat, even by using simple tapping on your child's hand or arm. It can even work when they're in the midst of a tantrum. I've seen Dr. Cat do it, and it's remarkable to watch a child go from full meltdown to absolute calm almost immediately. Once you learn how to use these tools, you'll likely never look at autism the same way again because it can truly be a blessing as well, especially when you are managing the challenges and doing things that help your child thrive. As you can probably tell, the Brain Rhythms program was designed to embrace your child's autism. In fact, parents report improvements in their child's problem areas very quickly and sometimes even immediately, which is amazing considering they're experiencing these results while enjoying themselves with music. Now, look, before we go any further, it's important for me to be clear with you since this is your child's well being we're talking about. If you're looking for that magic autism cure, so to speak, or if you just want this week's celebrity take on autism, or some gimmick that deep down you already know will never work, the Brain Rhythms program then isn't for you. Brain Rhythms program is only for parents who recognize what a powerful effect music and rhythm have on people and who like the idea of trying something that is, according to studies, an almost 100% chance of helping your child with zero chance of negative side effects. So, if you want an effective approach to helping your child thrive with autism, and if you want to help your child conquer their challenges by embracing their autism, then the Brain Rhythms program is a perfect match for you and your child. Now, you may be thinking that the programs may be expensive since most autism programs are expensive. And truth be told, it could be that expensive considering how Dr. Lawless has used it to help so many children and their families, and how so many other programs do indeed charge thousands of dollars. It's only natural to think that this system might be fairly expensive as well. However, it's not. Dr. Lawless and I only felt right by making Brain Rhythms affordable for every family. So don't worry, I'll get to the price in just a moment. First, I want to make you aware of something. You're not just receiving the Brain Rhythms programs today. Just for watching this presentation, I'm going to give you absolutely free of charge a special bonus valued at $297 called Embracing Autism Strategies for Thriving with Autism. It features Dr. Frank Lawless. He's an autism expert, as we've talked about. He's a New York Times best-selling author of The Autism Answer, and he's chairman of Dr. Phil's advisory board. He's on the board of many different organizations. This webinar originally was broadcast to a live audience. It was a live online event that cost $297 per person to attend. Again, free to you today. It's a perfect complement to your main program because Dr. Lawless covers everything from using neuroplasticity based interventions to how to create the optimal family dynamics, pardon me, the optimal family dynamics that are necessary for your child to thrive. The webinar provides unique ways that Dr. Lawless has researched and tested that will help your child develop their cognitive, behavioral, social, and communication skills. Inside, you're going to discover things like why music is so effective at helping develop communication skills, the exact foods that parents should never feed their children if they have autism. And you'll be happy to know that this includes eliminating the confusion around what chemicals, compounds, and household products to avoid. And there's unique, easy to use, and quick interventions that you can do with your child that will often calm a tantrum almost immediately. Again, remarkable. And listen, the Brain Rhythms programs leaves no stone unturned. I'm going to also include one of my best-selling programs. It's called Imagery for Relaxation. It's an MP3 program. It's for you to use for yourself. If you're stressed out, you're less effective in all areas of your life, including in how you are with your child. My MP3 program is recommended by Dr. Phil. It's been featured on his show a number of times. And perhaps more importantly than being featured on a Dr. Phil show, I've heard back from countless people who've used it and actually claimed it changes their lives. The most common reaction is that their relationships improve with their families, their friends, their coworkers, even total strangers. That's the side effect of learning this relaxation technique. The program will literally help you train your mind to relax on command. And you'll not only feel better mentally, but you'll also immediately feel a physical increase in energy. It's remarkable. It's a side effect, and you will experience that. Now, the entire Brain Rhythms set of programs and the Embracing Autism webinar hosted by Dr. Lawless um, are 100% free today so that you can have the best possible opportunity to help your child achieve their true potential. Now, as generous as that would be, I'm not even going to charge $297. There was a typo there, by the way, folks. It's not the entire Brain Rhythms programs comes with the Embracing Autism webinar hosted by Dr. Lawless. That's 100% free. The Brain Rhythms programs are not free. This is a little typo there. So that you have your best possible chance to help your child. As generous as it would be, I'm going to skip all this pricing stuff. Basically, you figure that the webinar is valued at 297. People paid that for it. We could obviously charge more for that, and the programs. My relaxation program sells for $29.95. So you're talking about hundreds of dollars worth of value here. I did want to make this affordable for every family who wants to help their child. I meant that. So you're not going to pay half of that. You're not going to pay anything near that. The total investment today is a one-time discounted payment of $97. And again, that comes with the Brain Rhythms programs, the Embracing Autism webinar, the Imagery for Relaxation program, and again, $97. And I'm sure that is obviously an offer that speaks of great value. You're probably ready to get started, but before you do, as another special thank you for watching this limited time presentation, because it is going to be up only for a limited time at this price, I'm going to do a little better. Today, you're not going to pay the discounted price of $97. Today, through this presentation only, you were going to pay only $47. It's a secure payment, secure system, $47. Only today. Again, this presentation with this pricing will have to come down, but because of the way you got to this uh, particular presentation, we're able to do this deal for today. So definitely take advantage of that. Um, and yes, this is marketing mumbo jumbo lingo, but um, it is a relief when you find out that something you really want isn't going to cost you an arm and a leg, and this is less than a single music therapy session. So, uh, give me one more moment though, because I do have something else for you as well. I do always insist on taking things to the furthest degree possible, because especially since I know you're concerned for your child's future and what's going to happen to them when they grow up. I because I know you will see similar significant results as the children you've seen today, specifically heard about Sean, but all the other children that Dr. Lawless has worked with. I'm not going to just promise these results. I'll guarantee them. So as do the program. If it doesn't work for your child, then I'll give you 100% money back guarantee. Child doesn't benefit, contact me within the next 60 days. I'll refund you 100% of the cost of the program. That's your $47. I want to protect you in a sense. I want to say, listen, this either helps your child or you don't have to pay. 100% ironclad money back guarantee, so that you actually are risking nothing financially to help your child today. I think that does sound fair. And plus, to even further ensure that you're have the most supportive journey, it's an enjoyable journey, and embracing your child's autism, helping them thrive. I have one more very special bonus that's worth $79 that you'll have immediate access to free of charge when you get started today. Okay, this is very special. This is called the Embracing Autism Academy. The Embracing Autism Academy is really the ultimate way to embrace autism, truly help your child thrive. It's a community of parents and experts in autism that are active and passionate about finding the most effective interventions to help children, help the parents' children, and the experts helping their children. So there's always like-minded parents that are there to answer your questions, share support for you during every step of your journey. It's also a community where you'll be able to interact directly with me on the music end of things, and also the other experts that I've gathered, Dr. Lawless, Dr. Cat. So you can obviously with me discover the musical approaches that particularly work best for your child. And again, you'll also be able to get answers and support from my world class team of psychologists and music therapists. I have other music therapists. I also have, of course, I've mentioned Dr. Frank Lawless, Dr. Kat, and other highly regarded experts in the field of autism. It's probably the best way currently to get support and direction you need to ensure that your child is able to achieve their maximum potential, because it's really a repository of everything that works the best for everyone. So you can definitely get in there and get some ideas. You see, the last thing we ever would want you to feel with the Brain Rhythms program is alone. It's not fun to be alone with a pile of CDs. So we want to give you that support. We promise you will not be alone. Actually, with Embracing Autism Academy, friendships grow in the academy. People connect. We mean it when we say we're all here to support you every step of the way. That's our commitment. So get immediate access to everything, and that includes the Brain Rhythms audio programs, the Embracing Autism webinar hosted by Dr. Lawless, the Relaxation MP3 that's for you, so you can take care of you. You need to. And the Embracing Autism Academy, 100% risk free. I'm going to guarantee that, of course, and just click that add to cart button below right now, and that will get you started. You definitely need to do that now because this presentation at this price will be pulled down. It just doesn't it doesn't uh, it doesn't work with advertising costs. Very simply. So we're doing this simply as a promotion. It's through the particular promotion that you saw today that we are able to do this. But then beyond that, we do have to pull this down. So act on it today. Remember, music, especially the right music, can be instrumental when it comes to your child achieving their maximum potential. It really makes a significant difference. And now you know why. I know you probably feel that it's not an option to not do everything possible to help your child thrive and to minimize meltdowns and improve your child's socialization and behavior. Because continuing on a path where you're not doing everything possible inevitably leads your child to more frustration as time goes by. And their struggle to socialize only worsens. You want to get that taken care of sooner than later. You want to use every tool possible. That's simply not what I would want for your family to have that delay. And I know this isn't what you want or desire for your child as well. There is another path for you, and it has been paved with the success of many other parents that have come before you, especially through Dr. Lawless's groups. Many people have been helped this particular way. This path empowers your child to take control of their anxieties. It's a big issue with autism. And it allows them to claim that life that you desire for them, reach their maximum potential. Keep that image firmly in mind. The image of them stepping onto this path to their greatest possible potential. They'll be free from the challenges that they're capable of overcoming. That's critical. And you'll have greater peace of mind knowing that you do everything possible to help them achieve their maximum potential. Instead of constantly fretting about their future, you'll intuitively get that there will always be something new to look forward to that can help you help your child. So, right now, let's use your child's natural advanced abilities in music, they're natural, to help them develop their skills and help your child reach their maximum potential, claim the life they deserve, while they're enjoying themselves using music to conquer those challenges. Click the add to cart button below to get started. That's the way to get started. You'll immediately be granted access to everything, and it's including the Embracing Autism Academy bonus. I cannot stress enough how time sensitive this offer is because we are very close to our maximum membership capacity for the Academy right now. So that will close up because we simply don't want to put too many people in there and not be able to serve them. Remember, what you've heard today about the power of music isn't a fluke at all. Real parents have used these techniques to make a major positive impact on their children's lives. And they're on the inside, waiting for you to achieve the same results. And let me remind you, I don't just promise the similar success and results like the children you've seen today and heard about today. I absolutely guarantee that it works for your child or you don't pay. Just don't delay and come back to find that today's special pricing for the system is gone, because it does have to go down. Our ordinary advertising costs are far prohibitive to sell the system at this price. As much as I'd love to carry on with today's special pricing of just $47, the cost of paying the experts also that I've made available to you and the cost of advertising make that price impossible to keep up, as I've said. And I also have to inform you that today is the very last day that I will guarantee your Embracing Autism Academy super bonus. Because again, as I've mentioned, we've almost hit our community limit. We can't go over that. So you've seen this. I guarantee you will get in. You do have to hit that add to cart and get started. Spots are filling up extremely fast, and so make sure you act on that. And really, make today a day that you always will remember as a day that's a life changing day. And that really is what you're doing here, because you're doing two things. You're embarking on using a new technique, but you're also embarking on a new way of thinking, a way of consistency with something that can really make a profound difference. And when you really start seeing the difference that consistency makes with just doing this a few minutes a day with your child consistently and seeing the results, that will inspire you in many other ways. So again, take advantage of today's limited time presentation offer and choose the friendly. And that is one thing that we also are really keen about, is a friendly environment, making this enjoyable for you. And again, guaranteeing this, so that you have a path to help your child's development that's worry free for you. So again, click the add to cart button right now. That'll ensure that you get all the bonuses we've talked about, that you get into the academy, and that you get the special pricing. And I will see you on the other side. Looking forward to seeing you inside.